Yes, good afternoon, candidates. Today, before we look at our new lesson, we need first of all to go through what we looked at the other time. I know most of you passed, but my major interest is only in the other B part of the question. I know you must have passed this. I know the reason why I've given you this. There are some candidates who like using the units throughout, and this is how our units disappear. Remember, I told you that here, when you see that they have given you in brackets, the answer must not have the units. Mark at that point, and this is how the units disappear. But there are those ones who form an equation and then they say, let me first ignore the units. That one is also very okay. So the question has gone direct to ask you to find the perimeter. So we cannot find the perimeter when we have not known the value of P. So therefore, we need first of all to know the value of P. Then after knowing the value of P, we should also know the actual length and then actual width, and this is the one which is displayed. And then after that, we are going now to find the perimeter. And the formula for finding the perimeter is 2 into brackets length plus width. There are those ones who will say perimeter equals length plus width plus length plus width. They are also very okay. So our perimeter is 34. Then the B part, it was asking you to find the length of its diagonal. This diagonal here. So they are asking you to find the length of that diagonal. And that's why I was trying to tell you that now, in order for us to find the length of this diagonal, we need now to remember that Risson-Diman, who tried his level best to make sure that all the three sides of a triangle, a right angle triangle, can be got. And that man is called Pythagoras. So he brought his theory. Now after that, and they named it Pythagoras theorem. So that's what we are also going now to use to help us to find the length of the diagonal. So this is how we can find it. You pull it out from the rectangle and you now have your right angle triangle. Here we have 12 and then here we have 5. So when you square, A square, B square, this is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. Always the longest side is the C. We call this one the short leg, and then they also a short leg, and then this one is the longest. So this longest one is always C, that's hypotenuse. So when we square all throughout, please, the answer is 13 centimeters. Therefore, we can conclude by saying the length of its diagonal is 13 centimeters. So my emphasis was only in this part here. I know you passed this one. So those ones who are following right now, please, you can put a tick where you have passed. And if you have failed, please make sure that identify the part which made you to fail. So that whenever you get such a number, you should be able to know that, oh, this is a part which made me fail. Thank you so much for those ones who are listening and following. Now, in this very same concept, we are also going to use it in finding the unknown also in the triangles. So allow me to have this. So please, candidates, be serious. Revise your books. Go through whatever work you have been given. Here is there waiting for you. So we are going to look at application of formation of equations on triangles, basically isosceles triangles. So, remember the other time we said the most important thing is identify the two sides which are equal, basing on the principle of the equation that it must have two sides, the left hand side and then the right hand side. So let's look at our example. Number 1. The figure ABC below is an isosceles triangle. Please make sure that you draw a figure which looks like a right angle triangle here. Don't forget this right angle triangle. And then we have here our 2x centimeters. And then here we have 3x centimeters. This side is equal to that. Then we will make sure that even you don't forget these two sides, this one. They are the ones which can help us find the 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2 centimeters, then 2x plus 2 centimeters, then we have A, B, C. Then we have been asked to find the value of x. Dear candidates, please, before you begin forming an equation, identify the type of triangle given. So when you look at this triangle here, we have these two sides, this side and this one are equal. Therefore, if the two sides are equal, it gives us that type of a triangle is what we call an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle has two sides equal. And this side is here to determine, not this one's also telling you that this side is equal to that, meaning that this one alone is a half of BC, line BC. Therefore, we must now know that which two sides are going to help us find the value of x. Remember the other time I told you that the moment you identify the two sides, first ignore the rest. Like now we have line AB. Line AB is equals to line AC. AB is equals to AC. Don't put this. This one is not equals to this, not equals to that. Even this perpendicular line here, what we call the height, is not also the same as this. So don't put this 2, the 2x and then the 3x. So this one now gives us equation. Some children, they can use their pencils and then they put there that equals. This side equals to that. We have already formed an equation. That is the left hand side and then the right hand side. After that, you can now transfer it here that 3x minus 2, which will give us 2x plus 2. There are those ones who can use this, but there are those ones who say, no, for me, I want to put even the units. Well, I mean, good. So if you want to put units, because we want to see how the units will disappear. So we need to open brackets first. And when you are opening brackets, multiply what is found outside the brackets by whatever is inside the brackets. So 3x times centimeters, we have 3x centimeters. Minus 2 times centimeters, we have 2 centimeters. Equals 2x times the centimeter shall have 2x centimeters plus 2 times the centimeter, we shall get 2 centimeters. After that, candidates, what's the next step? We have opened the brackets by multiplying the centimeters by each and everything inside the brackets. The next part is to collect like terms. Remember the other lesson we had that collection of like terms when the unknown is on both the sides. And we say collect like terms one at a time. Therefore, we can begin now from here and say that 3x centimeters minus 2 centimeters plus 2 centimeters, which will give us 2x centimeters plus 2 centimeters plus 2 centimeters. 3x centimeters minus 2 centimeters plus 2 centimeters, this one will give us 0. So we are remaining here with only 3x centimeters, which is equals to 2x centimeters plus 4 centimeters. Dear candidates, are you following that? That's good. Now it's the turn of 2x also to cross this side here. And remember that this one is a positive. And I remember at the beginning we said any term without a sign, its sign is a positive. Whether it is a letter or a digit. Therefore, we get the additive inverse of positive 2x to be 3x centimeters minus 2x centimeters, which will give us 2x centimeters minus 2x centimeters plus 4 centimeters. So 3x minus 2x, that is 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 shall remain with only x centimeters. Don't say 1x, no. You don't say like that. Which is equals to 4 centimeters. So, this is not the answer. We still have the common term here. That is centimeter. Therefore, shall say x centimeters out of the centimeter, which will give us 4 centimeters out of the centimeter. Therefore, we cancel the centimeter and the centimeter and the centimeter. So our x will give us a 4. So candidates, that is the value of x. And that's why the other time I told, when you see brackets, the answer should not have the centimeters. So you can see how centimeters has disappeared. Then question B, you can now be asked to find the perimeter. You can say find the perimeter of the triangle. Find the perimeter of the triangle. Remember, our keyword here is the perimeter. And we say perimeter is the distance around the figure. So we shall move from B to C, C to A to to B. That's what we call perimeter. Don't enter inside. Inside is not the perimeter. When you talk of entering inside, then you are talking about the area covered by that. But we are talking of the perimeter. So, we shall also not find a perimeter when we don't know the actual sides. Therefore, we shall first say a line BC is 3x centimeters. Therefore, line BC gives us 3 multiplied by 4. And BC gives us 3 times 4, it is 12 centimeters. So that is our length BC. Now we are going also to find the length AC. So we have our length AC is the same as 2x plus 2 centimeters. Then we have line AC gives us 2 times the value of x, which is 4. Don't forget 4 plus 2 centimeters. So AC gives us 2 times 4, that is 8, and 8 plus 2, that is 10 centimeters. So since we know that this side is equals to this, if this one is 10 centimeters, if this one is 10 centimeters, therefore even here is 10 centimeters. Even if you worked it out, 4 times 3, you will get 12. 12 minus 2, that is 10. Then we go now and say, okay, what was the equation asking for? The equation was asking for the perimeter. Then I also say perimeter equals others say side, others say the base plus the hypotenuse plus the hypotenuse. Others, since they have given letters, they can say perimeter equals line BC plus line CA plus line AB. So the perimeter will give us BC is 12 centimeters plus 10 centimeters plus 10 centimeters. So the perimeter will give us 12 centimeters plus 20 centimeters, and the perimeter gives us 32. Dear candidates, sometimes you panic from here and then you give the wrong answer. If you see that you cannot add them horizontally, add them vertically. That is 12 and 20. That is 2. 1 plus that is 3. And don't forget also the units. With the perimeter, we don't square the units. Remember that? So that is question B. What other questions are you most likely to have? They can also ask you to find the area. Find the area. Allow me to wrap this. So they can ask you question C, calculate its area. Calculate its area, and we know that that is a triangle. What's the formula for finding the area of a triangle? Yes, area equals a half base times height. Very good. Now, I have a challenge now here. This is our triangle I wrapped. We got here to be 10. We got here also to be 10. And then here we got to be 12. Then here was a 2x centimeters. So, sometimes candidates fail to know which one is the height, which one is the base, which one is the hypotenuse. Remember, I told you some time back that if you want to identify the base of a triangle and the height, because does not mean that every triangle must be drawn like this. Other triangles might be drawn like this, and then they put like this. So it is this symbol here of the right angle, that symbol, to tell you that the other one is the height, and then this one is the base. And I was telling you that I am kicking the height, and I'm stepping the base. I am kicking the height, and I'm stepping on the base. So I am kicking the height, and I'm stepping on the base. So it's that symbol. Now, we cannot find the area when we don't know also the actual height. Therefore, there is need for us to know the actual height. The actual height. So the height equals 2x centimeters. So h gives us 2 times 4, and the height will be 8 centimeters. So we have known the height, and we also know the base. So our base is 12 centimeters. The height is 8 centimeters. Therefore, we now bring our formula and say area equals half a base times height. So the area will be half times the base. The base is 12 centimeters times the height, which is 8 centimeters. That first step is for substitution, not for cancelling, dividing. You want to multiply, you want to do what? No. Leave it like that. Because sometimes candidates, because of examination fever or pressure, you begin cancelling by 2. By 2 here, then you get to 4. Then you say 4 times that. If the examiner is saying a method marker 1 for correct substitution, and you are seeing that in that substitution it is correct, but you committed yourself by dividing it wrongly. Therefore, that wrong answer disqualifies you from getting that 1 mark. So, dear candidates, I always advise you that leave it as it is. Then you rewrite and say a half times 12 centimeters times 8 centimeters. Now, in this step, you are free to say by 2 ones. By 2, 6. So, the area will give us 8 times 6. We have 48. A centimeter times a centimeter, we have square centimeters. So that is the area of that triangle. So let's move to number 2. Allow me to wrap this. We are moving now to example 2. Example 2. In the figure below, CD equals AC. Can call it line CD equals line CA. We have our figure here. That is in, this is O, this is C, and this is A, this is B. Remember, they are saying line CB. Line CB is equals to line AC. So these 2 lines, this line is equals to that line. So we have here 3m minus 5. Let me use this time deciliters. And then we have 2m plus 1 decimeters. Then we have m plus 4 decimeters up to that part there. This one also up to that. Then our question A, they say find the value of m. Find the value of m. Now from here we again also identify which two sides are equal. That's our major task. And remember, this side is this. This line is dividing this triangle into two equal parts. And they are formed here, right angle triangle, right angle triangle. They are all equal. So from there we also identify which two sides are equal. We have line CA and line BC. So we say line BC is equal to line AC. You already started it from here, even you can now use this one to base your formation of equation. The line BC equals to line AC. They have already helped you from here. So don't again say I'm involving A, B. Therefore, our BC can be BC or it can be C, B. They are all the same. So we have 3m minus 5 equals 2m plus 1. This time, I am not going to involve the units. But you saw in our example number 1 how the units disappeared. From there, we have now the left-hand side and the right-hand side of an equation. Therefore, we collect like terms. 3m minus 2m minus 5 is equals to 2m minus 2m plus 1. Additive inverse of positive m. Our example number 1, we started with the known one. Now this one, there are those ones who like to begin with the unknown, and there are those ones who like to begin with the known. The choice comes from you. There can be many of these you're working out. That's why it is very hard for you to cheat math. All the children in the class will never start like this. They have varying methods of starting. So 3m minus 2m, we shall remain with the m, minus 5 equals 1. Dear candidates, sometimes we have a problem here when the unknown is there. But you give a child that 3 minus 2, you see the answer very fast 1. But you follow the unknowns, they get confused. So now here we have m minus 5. What is the additive inverse of negative 5? It will be positive 5. That's 1 plus 5. So the m will give us a 6. So that's the value of m. Now the next question can be, let me just go to the next question, which is calculate the area of the triangle ABC above. That is question in B. Now we are supposed to find the area of this triangle. And we know that for us to find the area of the triangle, we must know the actual base and then the actual height. Actual base and then the actual height. So, what are we going to do? We are going first of all to find the actual base. The actual base is here. AB is equals to m plus 4 decimeters. So line AB is equals to 6 plus 4 decimeters. So line AB gives us a 10 decimeters. So that is the... Okay, candidates. The question was finding out the area of the triangle ABC. But now remember that the formula says a half base times height. We looked at the actual base and we got 10 centimeters. Now the height, the actual height is not given. And I remember that in our exercise number 2, there was a question which was trying to ask you to find the length of its diagonal. And when we did corrections, we used the Pythagoras theorem in order for us to find that missing side. Therefore, Pythagoras theorem always works only and only in a right-angled triangle. Whether it is in an isosceles, whether it is in a trapezium, whether it is where mixed with which figure, the moment you see that it is a right-angled triangle and one side is missing, you have to use Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, we are also going to find out this longest side. You can either use CB or you can use AC. But I advise you always pick the one which is simpler for you to substitute and work it out. Children always like addition, so you can say, let's first know the length of AC, which is 2m plus 1 decimeters. Please be careful with the units. Some of you have been given in decimeters, but you use centimeters. No. The examiner will circle and award you 0. So 2 multiplied by 6 plus 1 decimeters. So AC will give us 12 plus 1 decimeters, and this AC gives us 13 decimeters. So we have known that length. Therefore, our triangle now, we have known it. That is COAB. Here now is 10 decimeters. Here is 13 decimeters. Here is 13 decimeters. And this side is equal to that. Therefore, line AB is twice line AO or line OB. If you want to begin with OB or AO is a half line AB. Therefore, OB will be 10 divided by 2. And we shall get here 5. So OB gives us 5 decimeters. So here now is 5 decimeters. Even here is 5 decimeters. So we pull out one right angled triangle. This is C, this is O, this is B. And this is our 13 decimeters. This is our 5 decimeters. Therefore, we are finding now the line OC. So from there we use our Pythagoras. This is A, B, C. Then you say A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So we have A squared, that is B squared, plus that squared equals 13 squared. That is 5 multiplied by 5 plus B squared equals 13 multiplied by 13. 5 times 5, that is a 25. Plus B squared equals 13 times 13 mental what? That is 169. So 25 minus 25, we are collecting like terms, additive inverse, which is equals to 169 minus 25. So our B squared will give us 144. When you subtract 169, take away 25, 9 minus 5, that is 4, 6 minus 2, 4, and 1. Then B squared is equals 144 square root. The moment you see that the letter is square, is now requiring you to apply or find a square root. So when you are writing, make sure that the symbol for the square root must be written well. Some of you use the other sort of as if it is a long division. Now here it is, we prime factorize this, 144. When we prime factorize by 2, that is a 72. By 2, we have 3, 6. By 2, we have 18. By 2, we have 9. By 3, we have 3. By 3, we have 1. So this is b squared, the same as b multiplied by b. So square root, which is equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Square root cover all, so they are in pairs. So we cancel this one, in each pair we cancel 1. So b will remain with 2 by 2 by 3. So b gives us 4 multiplied by 3. So the b will give us 12 meters. That is the height now. We have known the height. The height now is 12 decimeters. Therefore, we find now the area. Can you see, candidates? You must follow, and all that work must be displayed. Must be displayed. Therefore, area equals a half the base times the height. Area gives us a half. What's our base? The base is here, 10 decimeters. Make sure that you substitute correctly decimeters times the height, which is 12 decimeters. So the area will be a half times 10 decimeters times 12 decimeters by 2 ones, by 2 here, 6. So the area will be 10 decimeters multiplied by 6 decimeters. So the area gives us 10 times 6. That is 60. Decimeter times a decimeter, we shall get decimeter squared. So that is the area of that triangle. Dear candidates, you can see as if the question was very short, find the area. But you can't find the area when you don't know the actual base, actual height. So, follow through those examples very well. Where you see that you cannot understand, please always I encourage you to ask. So after that, I am going to give you exercise. Let's look at exercise 1. Study the figure below carefully. And our figure below is this. That is P, Q, R. Then we have here, we have O, B, C, D, P, Q, that is 8. Up to that. Then we have here 2x plus 1. Then 8x minus 1. Then we have been asked the question. The question A, find the area of the triangle PQR. Question B, work out its perimeter. figure below is an isosceles triangle. Study it carefully. Study it carefully. So we have 2k minus 2, 2k minus 2 meters, 2k minus 1, 2k minus 1 meters, k plus 8, k plus 8 meters. Find the value of k, and find the value of k. The next question is question B. Calculate the area of the triangle. Question C. Work out the total distance. Total distance around the figure above. So, dear candidates, those two numbers I've given you, make sure that you work out them very well. And remember, in P7 and PLOE level, there are questions they give you, hiding others, like now here, they are telling you find the area. But I have not given you the value for this, you don't know the height, so please, that is the work of primary 7. So please, thank you so much for listening. May God bless you. Keep washing hands. Stay home. Thank you.